Keep waving. All right,
Hey.
let's go. Car guys and car gals, it's
What's
Lou
up?
Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Frelin Arts, Subprime Hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
the only John Frederick. Woo!
And right here behind him and these big shoulders is the one,
the only Evan Cross.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Pound it, pound it,
Let's
pound
go,
it.
y'all. Let's have some fun.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all for being here.
First time podcast.
First time ever.
For my man Evan over here.
I'm excited for him. I'm real excited because and
Excited.
it's the Car Guy Coffee Podcast, the podcast.
That's
I'm just
how
saying,
to get
like,
it started.
it's a lot of
That's how to
fun.
get it started.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are dying to be on the show. I'm just saying. But so it's good to have you here. I'm just kidding, but for real. No, we're excited. We're here at the Kain event. This workshop is amazing. This is over here at the Marriott City Center in Lexington, Kentucky. It's 2023. It is so many things being talked about. I mean, the things that have been spoke on the stage. The Shark Tank was phenomenal yesterday. Love seeing the results on that. But no, we're excited to have you all here. How you doing?
Doing well. We've been having a great time. Lexington, Kentucky. I know
Yes,
you guys
sir.
are from here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is an awesome town.
It is. It's pretty hip.
We're going to Keeneland later. We're going to bet some money on some horses. We're going to a castle, apparently. I didn't know you had those in Kentucky. But then the dealers we've met here, David Kain puts on an awesome event.
Impressive
And we're
night,
just very thankful to be here at this conference.
I think that everybody here does feel that way because it's not like you have to really, especially if you're on the vendor side, you have to be picked to come here in a sense. It's not like he's going to just say, yes, come on in. Even if you want to spend money to sponsor, he's going to screen you first. He's going to make sure that it fits within the guidelines of what he's trying to have happen here. And guess what? Y'all fit inside that. So that's a great privilege to be here.
Yeah, man. I think Full Path, we recently rebranded from Auto Lead
That's
Star
right.
to Full Path. So
There you
we're
go.
kind of putting the word out about the name change, the rebrand. And there's a lot of momentum behind our brand. A lot of, everybody here is talking AI and marketing solutions and stuff like that. And I do think we are kind of an innovator and leader in the space.
That's awesome to hear because that is what is being talked about.
Heck yeah, definitely.
And I think
Especially
it's
at
just
this
going to be
workshop.
more and more and more and more. I've been saying a lot on the show this week is the future is coming. It's not going to stop. It's going to come at us really fast. And the things that you're talking about here is the future. It's the now. But there's going to be even more integrations and even more updates to what's being talked and taught about right now.
Bro, I'll tell you about it this morning. I got a call from our CRO and our CEO, Mike, at our CEO, Aaron, at 6 a.m. They integrated ChatGPT and GPT-4 and OpenAI into our chat solution. So now, the conversation that our customers have on their websites with our chat tool inform outbound subsequent emails and ads. So it's a complete symbiotic platform that's kind of unlike anything else out there. And we're kind of a perfect product fit for that OpenAI space. And we're putting it to market today. That's hot news.
Whoa,
That's
some
great
big
news.
news,
That's an
folks.
exclusive,
Listen, I
everybody.
have their webpage up right now.
Right
Go
there.
check it out. reach out to them, ask for a demo, learn a little bit more about this, because like I said, the future is coming, and they are constantly evolving their business too. So now their features are even better. And as you guys have heard of the Chat GPT and all this terminology that's going around right now, not terminology, products that are going around right now that are phenomenal. This AI is going to blow your mind. Folks are doing that right now for you. Reach out to them, and I guarantee they'll show you. I have their email addresses up for you too. If you want to email them. They'll answer back, I promise, or they'll get you with the person that can answer the question. So that's great stuff going on right now, guys.
So Evan, help us understand a little bit more about this change of name, change of pace, and we know that a change of a name is never an easy conversation to have for a company. But what is it that's brewing excitement for you as you start on this new path and you make these big announcements like you guys are making today on your first ever podcast?
Yeah,
I love it.
Totally. We it's exciting is because for the past year and a half I've been traveling around all around the United States and talking about CDPs and what CDPs are and how to utilize them. And one thing that we've really been focusing on is not just using buzzwords and not just talking AI and actually how you can implement it in a dealership to actually see an ROI, and you can see the attribution and it's tons of fun. I mean, talking that that deep and in the weeds with dealerships and finding out how they operate, work the leads from their BDC to the internet to the salespeople, and the type of intel we can give you is it's just impressive, and it's fun conversations.
It is, and you're so on the right. I love it. It's the buzzwords, right? But what's hot, CDP, that's a new one, right? And I've been hearing that a whole lot, and that has been not a buzz acronym, I should say, right? And that's a big deal right now, but that is what it is. Like, that information that you get from there is what's helping AI drive so much better. So tell everybody a little bit more about what you guys are doing with the CDPs and stuff with your business.
Absolutely. So we're using them for marketing, right? So we can we put a snippet on the website. So we have the dealership's website data. We have the CRM data as well, and we really, based off of their interactions on the website, we can go ahead and send them relevant marketing. Exactly.
Relevant marketing based off of what people want, not what they're generally looking at, but what they're looking for to this almost specifically. And I mean, it's crazy what that stuff can do. That's pretty awesome that you guys are doing that.
I think the big differentiator with us is a lot in the market. It's kind of a big build to take on like a marketing automation project. With us, we're not only easy to use, but we're easy to onboard.
Oh, so that's a big part.
We got it. We're not just a CDP, we're CDXP.
Oh,
X.
I love
that. What's that doing is it's all autonomous go to market. We activate your data with the X. We bring it to market, contact people with email ads, retargeting effort, now Chat GPT.
Wow, but, that's good.
Yeah, we're the X.
I love that.
No, love it. X factor.
When you talk about the X factor here, that's what it is, folks. There's a lot of great products out there, but a lot of times the onboarding could be a nightmare. A lot of times you get it there and you don't even make it through it. You almost want to stop already. Like, dude, I don't even want to do this anymore. When they can make onboarding smooth and simple, that means the product is easy to use. What that means is that you're not going to have any problems, any complications. Holler at them. I'm telling you, I've been saying this again. I'm going to say it one more time. Go to their website. Learn some more about this as we go. But you guys are going to find out that this is where it's at. X factor it up right now. I mean, you guys should make shirts with the X on it, right?
Dude, we I saw cool. When you hit Evan with the cross. I was like, hey, it works.
It does work, man. It does work.
Heck yeah. And speaking of working, we want to make sure that everything that we are talking about is working towards advancing the experience for the customer, but also advancing the experience within the actual company itself. So with what you guys are integrating, with what you guys are pioneering and pushing forward and being the X factors that you are, what would you say to listeners, to dealers, to people out there that are considering or waving in between whether to make a big adjustment to what it is that they're doing? Is it an easy way to flow? Because like you said, on the onboarding side of it, that's where it is sink or swim. If you do not have a good launching pad, then you're going to crash and burn more times than not. What is it that you would say for dealers out there that need to forgive, focus, and fly so that they can keep trying new things and going in a direction that is going to benefit their company and their customer? What would you say to them that are battling some of those fears right now?
I would say just test it out. Put your foot in the water. Sign up
one
store and just see how it's going to go ahead and fit. I mean, any technology out there is not going to change the dealership's process. we're just
or create one for them, right?
Totally.
They need to
Yeah.
do that themselves. Yes.
But man, is it such a trip to see somebody who's been sitting in the CRM collecting dust. It hasn't been marketed, hasn't been phone call, no outbounds, nothing. And then you start seeing the interactions and be like, whoa, this person's done nothing for 10 years. And now we're staying in front of them with relevant material based off of the CRM and websites.
Sure.
And it's just so cool to see it come to fruition and be a sale and then be a service right afterwards. And you have that transparency now.
I love that.
So it's just, it's really exciting.
Very true.
Heck yeah.
And it is exciting. And I'm excited about the future of this. You know, I think a lot of people were kind of scared, like, how do they know so much about me so fast? But now I think we're like, and I need them to know more about me because I need this done fast.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's what it is. Our consumers are getting into that age where the future buyers that are coming up, you know, or the current buyers that are just new buyers, they speak this language. They want it quick. They don't have a lot of time where they do. They don't want to spend a lot of time at a store doing all this great. They want it to be done where it's exactly what they want. You know, it's the Amazon experience, right? You go to Amazon, everything, and we talked about this on another show earlier. So you walk on and it's custom tailored to you. Everything that you're looking at, it knows exactly what you like, what's going on. It's like that in a lot of websites these days. So automotive needs to learn something from that and being able to integrate that into our plan when we market to people, when we market to old leads, when we market to new leads, we know what they want. So we could strike the fancy where they're going to want to click a button. Like, oh, that's exactly what I want. Click. If it's not, if you send them, like what somebody said earlier, if you want a blue truck, but then you send me pictures or ads on a red Corvette, I'm gonna press that button. Why would I press that button?
Right.
But if you send me on a blue truck, I'm pressing that button 100% of the time.
Personalization's the whole game. And then from a dealership sales process, you
Right.
guys know the business. You've run stores. I've been in stores before. It's what you need to be ready for is just incremental leads, incremental phone calls, incremental leads, and adjust your process to be ready to take on more leads.
That's it.
And basically, hands off the keyboard, everything's going to run itself. You guys will do your lead handling. You guys will take the inbound phone call. You'll handle the inbound lead. But basically, we're just bringing you incremental at bats. You got to knock them out.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, the chat GPT, all this AI doesn't sell the car we do, right? So they just deliver us an opportunity of somebody who has their arms open, like, help me.
And we enable you to like maintain a human process. So we're not we're not using a computer to handle your lead once it's in. That's you talking to the person, being normal, and then we'll just bring you incremental leads.
Exactly. That's it. Build that muscle up slowly, but having a process in place, getting your team ready to handle this. But they also don't have to do some of the small stuff now. Like they can allow the AI to work for them.
Especially
so really,
follow-up.
they should have more time to do this now, more time to have people in front of them and less stress about how do I get them in front of me. They're in front of you now. Get a hold of them, have them come by and see you or work the process with them from that point on. But at the end of the day, follow-up is a big deal too, because that's one of the things that us salespeople do worst. Follow up.
I got a point on that actually. So, you know, we've all ran stores. We know what's up. The hottest lead is the guy who submitted a form today, right?
Yeah.
Well, who's that second hottest form? You know, you're an old school car guy. You're going to tell me the service
Second
lane.
hottest?
Yeah, but
I'd say the 30-day-old lead.
well, the thing is, now we can tell who's back on your site shopping, and we can start lead scoring based on customer behavior.
I love
who's
that.
opening your emails, who's chatting with your tool, bubbling them up to the top so that you are now lead scoring based off activity and time.
Yeah.
The guy who converted today is still hottest, but the second hottest is the person who's active.
That's it. Active. Because that's the thing. Like I don't buy first day.
No.
And it takes a certain amount of contacts per person. I mean, on the phone call side, it's about 8 to be able to get somebody to pick up. You got to make the 8 dials to make the one pickup. Folks, it takes many times to reach out to that customer and not negate any of them. The thing about being able to interact the technologies, dealers, and all you leaders that are looking at that, it's to make sure that we're still giving attention to the people that we've already paid the money to get.
Yes.
And we lose them so often because we keep looking for that fresh hot lead. And those are usually, in most case scenarios, we got to get past their first 4 no's, right? Before we get anywhere. And with that, that's why it's so important that we utilize this to not just go get more, go collect more, but to harness and to capitalize on what we actually have. I mean, you know what it's like when you show up to the cell phone store and everybody's getting the upgrade because they just now came to the company. They're just trading through, but bro, I got to pay full price. For mine, I've been with you for 6 years, right? 10 years, however long I've been with you. How come the new guys are getting it? Give me the same love, right?
Loyalty
and we need
matters.
that inside of the store.
Communicating to your clients that already know you and trust you. And also, Lou, half your CRM is unsold customers that you didn't sell the
Yes!
first time. You got to get back to them.
Oh my
you got to
gosh,
activate
yes.
them.
Man, like-
and you got to bring them. What we're doing is we're building a sales funnel, kind of
That's
like
right.
a B2B sales
That's
funnel.
right.
Except, when I'm cold calling dealers, I'm sorry. I'm not calling you because I'm a nice, happy guy. I'm calling because I saw that you opened my email, then went to my website. There's buying cues,
Right.
and then I come out of the clouds
Right.
and say, "Hey, Bob, was just thinking about you. Do you want to talk about Full Path?"
And you're
that's
thinking
what
about
we're
me,
bringing-
Bob.
That's what we're bringing, except to your dealership sales pipeline.
That's
Right,
it.
exactly.
And that's such a needed thing. If you want your salespeople to not feel so stressed out about cold calls, have them have educated cold calls where they have information about what's happening and knowing that they've clicked on your website,
Call
knowing that they've looked
activity.
at vehicles on your site, knowing that they've done all these things. And if you know that, it's like having a foot in the door.
Right.
The old sales pitch, put your foot in the door, I'll get you in, right? And that's what it is. You have your foot in the door now, walk on in, and it's going to allow you to do so. It's so much more confident than just calling somebody that you just have their name. You're like, hey, how you doing? Are you interested? You know what I mean?
Dude, that's tough.
It's hard, man. Have I done that? I have. And it's never easy, and the scripts that you have for that are crazy. But at the end of the day, now we have better ways for our salespeople to be able to grow and be able to share what they want to do out there for the community. So that's big. Folks, I'm going to tell you what you guys have going on over here is big over at Full Path. I love what you're talking about. I can see that you're excited about your product, and that's all of it, man. If you guys love what you're doing, then the product is just going to form itself. It's always about the people to me.
Absolutely. Friendly place to work. I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys for having us
Yeah.
on.
Oh, man.
Absolutely,
It was an
absolutely.
honor. Before we go, let me get a quick
Let's get
little
that.
bingo, and
And
then
listen, Solutionaries, we want to make sure that you all know that we got a couple of incredible car guys here that are focused on bringing solutions to the industry. That's why we're brewing with the best like we do. But if you're questioning whether or not you need to find out if Full Path works for you, we'll go to fullpath.com, check them out. But we want to let you know that right here, John and Evan are 100%
CGC approved. That's right. Let's go.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to both of y'all. You made the approval. You're good to go.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And with that, we got to make sure that you do know how to drop those F-bombs
Oh.
that we do love to spread all around the country. And that's to forgive, focus, and fly so that we can keep growing. So that's wiping off the weight of
Put your hands on your
unforgiveness,
shoulders, y'all.
focusing, stretching out, and flying on 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus,
fly, and keep growing. That's
keep
right, y'all.
growing. Bam. Now we got that done. Car guys, car gals, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We are still brewing over here in lovely Lexington, and we got more coming for you. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Fred Lennart, subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
The only John Frederick.
And right alongside him, completing his first ever podcast in his history, the one,
The only Evan Cross. X
That's
Factor
right.
himself.
Get it,
Let's
get
go.
it, get it. We appreciate you all, and we will see you soon. Keep brewing solutions, everybody. Tag a car guy, tag a car gal, and share it
Share it
around.
out.
We're out.